let's do this. Ian might be finally happy to see that I got my mic working, so hopefully this excites him because it's been a while, and also I've had to record this video again because of my phone messing up, crazy stuff. But today we are going to talk about some early predictions for Fantastic Four, some things that have already came out, some spoilers maybe. They're more rumors right now in terms of there was a supposed screening in LA of Fantastic Four, and that they showed rumored end cutscenes, which again, it's all rumored, so could be a spoiler. Go in with this with a grain of salt. No one's really confirmed, only seen a few videos and messages online about it. But let's get into it. Fantastic Four comes out in July. It's following this Thunderbolts movie, which was a huge success, and I talked about it before, and that'll be on our channel. But Thunderbolts blew me out of the water. It is one of the best Marvel movies in a while. The whole Void thing, the actors in it, how they presented it, especially the ending cutscene. If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to get into it a little bit because it kind of talks and intertwines a little bit with some rumors and stuff that are going on with this Fantastic Four movie. So at the end of Thunderbolts, you see an incoming ship, and it ends up being the Fantastic Four ship. And that, at first, you kind of think about it like, wow, maybe they're trying to escape their own universe because Galactus won. And if you don't know, Galactus and the Silver Surfer are the main antagonists in the Fantastic Four movie, which is very exciting because we've kind of gotten some pretty shitty Galactus versions before. So everything looking forward, the video clips and stuff like that of Galactus have looked great. Hopefully, I have high hopes for it, and especially I love Silver Surfer. I know it's a variant of Silver Surfer, but I love if they get into how Silver Surfer is. Silver Surfer is one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. But my predictions with this and kind of the rumors going off of it is that this Fantastic Four movie lives up to the hype, is what a lot of people say. And again, you know, they don't really get too far into details, but they say Pascal's, portrayal of Mr. Fantastic is unreal and what you would expect from him. They say pretty much everyone holds their weight and goes through with, you know, kind of holding their own, not really one outshining the other in terms of the whole group. But they also say the Galactus, portrayal is actually very good, and how they portray him and going through. And again, they don't really get into the main plot lines of anything, but if you know, and from the comics, Galactus, to stay alive, he swallows planets whole. He swallows universes whole. That's his thing. He is an all-powerful being. He's very rarely defeated. If you even look up pictures of Galactus, how he's portrayed, he's huge. He obviously big enough to swallow universes. So he is a serious threat, and going into this movie, you need to portray that as he is big time. And also Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is powerful as hell. And that's the thing is how they portrayed it. They said that both really hold their own weight and have some very, very good scenes, especially Silver Surfer, in terms of, talking about, the kind of aloneness that Silver Surfer kind of portrays in the comics, which is great. I kind of like that, especially if you've ever seen the Silver Surfer like artwork, and it's so awesome. But to continue on, spoilers right now, this is one of the big cutscenes that they say at the end, is that Doctor Doom shows up in the cutscene of Fantastic Four at the end. And again, not knowing much about the movie, no one really explained much. You can kind of go off the plot lines of the trailer and stuff like that. But the big thing is that how Sue Storm finds Doctor Doom is that he is actually in the Fantastic Four, in Sue Storm and Reed Richards' house, and he is actually looking over the crib of Franklin Richards. And that is the big thing. Franklin Richards, if you don't know, is mega powerful. He is kind of looked at now, a lot of people say is going to be the future of the MCU and taking over. And he is going to be a big focal point because if you look up his powers, he is unbelievable. And that's the big thing, is Doctor Doom understands that. Doctor Doom is interlinked a little bit with the daughter of Sue Storm and Reed Richards as well. And that's also a big deal and could play a big focal point in the comics coming up. Or not the comics, the movies coming up. In the comics, there's a big focal point. You can look it up if you want to, if you don't want to have spoilers. But again, if you're this far, you're listening to potential spoilers. But it goes on to show Doctor Doom, and they try and get to their face of Doctor Doom, and he has a comic realistic mask, which everyone was really excited for because people kind of worry about that sometimes. But it doesn't show who Doctor Doom is, who the variant is, if it's Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. They don't really go into that, and the big thing is it kind of leaves you up to think, which is a good thing going into the movie, I feel, is at the end of Thunderbolts, you kind of thought, because the Fantastic Four ship was coming into the universe, they were escaping the other universe that Galactus possibly swallowed and won. So you kind of were like, maybe that spoils the ending of Fantastic Four, which again, I was going to see it anyways. I think a million people are going to see it, doesn't matter. But it kind of goes to show that maybe Fantastic Four won in some aspect, and potentially that Fantastic Four ship is actually Doctor Doom. And he could be with Franklin Richards, and that's a thing because he escapes the end of the cutscene supposedly. And that kind of opens up so many possibilities for people to see the potential build up now for Doomsday and Secret Wars and all that. I love when films do this, because at first I thought they kind of boxed themselves in with this cutscene, but you could tell that, that was a main thing, and that even at the end of this movie, you're going to kind of be like, wow, I don't know what happened. Maybe Doom is in there. Maybe that connects with that cutscene. And I'm just super excited to see. I know it is going to be a little bit of a delayed thing after Thunderbolts and now Fantastic Four. Unfortunately, there are delays with, Doomsday, Secret Wars. If you haven't seen the dates, they delayed it probably, I think, 6 months each, which, again, it stinks. But I'm a big believer. It's the same thing we've talked about with GTA 6. If you want it to live up to the hype, you got to give it some time. You got to, if they feel they need more time to make it perfect, that's fine with me. I'm excited, especially after Thunderbolts. I've said that over and over again. What a great movie. Super excited for Fantastic Four. But again, take these spoilers, potential areas, with a grain of salt. This is just rumors and everything, but I really wanted to talk about it because it is something that's came out in the past few days, and it's something that's really exciting, because if it happens and all this stuff happens, I think it really sets up these Doomsday movies and the potential shows and everything before that to really have some big influence for the coming years of Marvel movies. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about the potential cutscene. And let me know if you guys have any, potential things that you might want to see or think you'll see in the Fantastic Four movie.